Hey guys, Joe at Signal Centre. Just wanted to take some time today to run through my findings on the DAX as it stands at the moment. Equity markets are rampant pretty much everywhere, and just wanted to take a look through some of the charts on the DAX to give you an idea of my thinking and how I'm thinking of planning to trade this one in the coming days, weeks and months. So first up, I'm going to start with the weekly chart on the DAX. As you can see here, we've had this really sharp move higher in recent weeks. That dates back to mid-August. We've had these three consecutive higher closes on the week, assuming this one closes higher as well, of course. We broke out of this bullish channel back in at the end of July. We then saw a corrective move lower, and obviously we've seen this sharp move higher, in large part down to the persistent weakness in the euro, which is healthy and good news for stocks, particularly in Germany. So this is the weekly chart. I've drawn a Fibonacci retracement table here, which goes from this high in January 2018 to the low in December 2018. I don't know how relevant it is still, but we've got this 61.8% level at 12,332, which has done a reasonable job. Certainly not completely accurate, but it does appear to have stalled the price around about this level previously. And also what we've got and what we've seen today is a retest of the underside of this broken channel. Whether it's relevant or not, we'll have to wait and see. But just going to drill down now into the daily setup. And what I've drawn on the charts here is the potential for a head and shoulders top that's been forming. This is a sloping downward head and shoulders top, so they tend to be a lot more bearish if it does actually go on to complete. The other thing that I've highlighted here is this 78.6% retracement from this high here in July to the lows that we saw on the 15th of August. Now we've pretty much seen a straight line move higher. We're up at this 78.6% level today, which could be the right shoulder forming on this head and shoulders top. Now if we get a close above this, or if we start to make highs probably above 12,500, then that's near enough going to invalidate the trade idea. We might see some sort of double top formation if it gets up to these highs at 1266, but again, no guarantees. But this is what I'm looking at today, and this is kind of where I think it's going to turn, if it's going to turn, if this head and shoulders is actually going to go on and play out. Now looking at the intraday time frames here, this is the 4-hour chart on the DAX. Now as you can see, there's been a very neat completion of a head and shoulders bottom. That broke out here on the 29th of August, and as you can see we had a small consolidation, but then this is really sort of pushed on quite quickly to the upside. Now the measured move of this head and shoulders bottom was at 12,445, so we're approaching that level now, and that could be another reason why we see some stalling or some profit taking in the short term on the DAX. So how am I looking to trade this? Well, this is a medium to long term view. This is the weekly chart. You can see the left shoulder here, the head here, and the potential of the right shoulder forming here. I'm going to look to take a short position here at 12,365. I've got a stop loss which is above this high here on the 1st of July at 12,685. My first target is for a retest of what could be the neckline of this head and shoulders top, which comes in at 11,265. That could be the start of the move if we do indeed see a breakdown below that level, at which point I'll be targeting a measured move of this head and shoulders, potential head and shoulders top down to 9,865. So on a risk reward ratio for the trade for the first target, we're looking at about 3.37. If it does go on to break the neckline of that head and shoulders top, then we'll be looking at a risk reward ratio of 7.76, which of course is very attractive. I don't anticipate this is going to play out in any sort of short-term period. This could take a considerable amount of time to work, and of course this head and shoulders setup is all potential at this stage. There's no guarantees that it's going to work, and it's not a head and shoulders pattern until it does actually go on and break that neckline at 11,265. So all potential at this stage. I like the setup from a risk reward perspective. I think equities have done quite a lot in recent weeks, and therefore there could be due a bout of profit taking. So if it doesn't go on to go and hit those targets, then there still could be some reasonable amount of profit to be taken out of the trade by getting short around about this level. So that's the trade for today. I'm going to post it up on the video and also onto our site for medium term trades. Yeah, best of luck with that, and let's see how it goes. Thanks for listening.